Hello guys, it's TISB Research Development. I'm Robert Stanson. I just want to show you my Moo Metal respirator. See, this is Moo Metal. It does have a gauze to it, if you check it out. Let me see if I can get it to where you can see. There it goes. See that thing tick off? Here. Going back to 0. That thing goes off. See, even the helmet, check out the helmet, it just takes off. So you'll go one way, and then you move around a little bit. See, and then it shoots back the other way. See, the thing about magnets and Moo Metal is that it ranges. If you look at the meter, how it bounces up and down. So that's good for deflecting electromagnetic waves and stuff. Right here, let me take this off. See, this right here, this will keep the frequencies from jamming down your throat. You know, if you ever feel light breathing, where you're like trying to gasp for air, and it's totally ventilated down here. I do have some nose slots right here, so it blows out whatever air, so it doesn't fog up my glasses. And you gotta understand, you know, I've been hearing germs inside the mask because people don't clean them or dispose of them. Like if you have a silk mask, you know, you'll find that you're creating germs inside, and then they sit there, and then humidity with these chemtrails is that you got to remember. I've noticed whenever you're a target, all those lights, UV lights that are flashing back in and out, that are attacking you, watching you inside your home, all those UV lights with different degrees, high and low, and the constant chemtrails, they're constantly flickering. It's like you know how your TV, when you watch it, it flickers when you record it? Same thing. You know, they're like, because they're fucking literally watching you, and it's just flickering. You know, with that emitting light. See, that emitting light creates fungus and growth. So that means, you know, if you got shit growing in your house, they're emitting inside you. If you got mold problems or anything like that, it's because someone's fucking watching you. If you got mold problems in your shower, someone's watching you shower. You know, I'm serious. In your bathroom and area, you know what I mean? In your bedroom and stuff like that. You know, not only the rain and stuff outside, but you gotta remember, because of that, that's how things get green. That's what happened in ancient history. If you look, they said Egypt was like an oasis. You know, that whole land over there. What is it now? Straight up desert. They're spraying up there. They're spraying that stuff. You know, Egyptian and the hieroglyphs, they had planes in there and everything. You know, I mean, think about it, you know, that's why they always said writings on the wall. But anyways, with my shielding, as you can tell, you know, the frequencies will jam down your throat. The weight of it, if you're in closest to the ocean, if you're a Highlander, you should feel pretty good. Things are a lot better, you know, when it's like that. But as soon as you go down you know, down the pool, you know, freaking, the pressure is greater on you. So that, hence your targeting will be a little greater as well. And the pressure in your brain, I mean, I popped it at one point. Let me take this thing off. So I got them on clips. I mean, it's pretty badass. I like it. And I can actually breathe normal. I don't get the pressure. If I'm feeling where I'm gasping, I'm going, gosh, I want to get some air in my lungs. The reason why you're not getting air in your lungs is because the frequencies are getting jammed inside your, down your throat. Hardcore. You know, and you see I have, you know, it's not straighten up, but you see right here, these things, this is brass and leather, and, excuse me. Oh boy. And these are brass rivets right here as well. Make sure we go on eBay, make sure they're brass, you know, pure brass. Because these metal, it will do something like this. See my neck? See, that's from where there's a higher copper content, like in this stuff right here, higher copper content, and then when you sweat, it creates a conductive where it zaps your skin. You know, I got one on my chest where I had a metal rivet, and it actually zapped the size of the rivet, you know, little zap indents on my chest. I'm like, wow, that's a scar. You know, so what? But you know, it's all my shielding's trial and error too as well. Like this right here, I cut out of a plate, a platter, and it's all brass, and I cut my own design, and then I added different signs of the zodiac and stuff. That Nina's gonna have to hold. Yeah, see, this new moo metal, it's called Igor. I don't know if I really showed you guys, but here, let me try to. There you go. Let me see. See, I got this one. I got this one set. This is Igor. You see how it's all patched up, you know? I mean, not Igor, I'm sorry. Frankenstein. This is Frankenstein. And he's all patched and stuff, and he's got sideburns in it. Take that off. I mean, it's got some weight to it. I mean, it's really got some weight to it. And then I have brass, a brass inner shell as well, and brass is metaphysically healing. And you may think metaphysical, oh, that's, you know, look it up. I mean, metaphysical means metaphysical. It means real healing. It's real. You can tell because, you know, in the ancients, you know, they've done all the homework pretty much. The only thing I've done is figure out the glasses, the sonic ears, you know, the frequencies going down your throat, and this so you don't choke, and really improved, and then added moo metal to everything. You know, it comes with time, and then figure out the glasses and whatnot, you know, and then put together something like this that's amazing. This is probably the best shielding ever built since mankind. See, I added some things for the back of so it reaches the back of the skull. A lot of my older helmets are different, and what I noticed, I mean, if you're a fighter, and if you're, you know, you want to help people, and you want to make some changes in this world, especially the community that we're in. I mean, you know, the TI community has been lost completely for I don't know how many, 30, 80 years, 60 years, whatever, and it hasn't gotten anywhere. You know, I mean, you know, people haven't really known until that there were drones, until I was like, no, the drones, they're not people, they're neighbors. I mean, some people run in they do send people inside apartments to get rid of them. If the apartment complex owner is trying to get rid of someone, they'll put it inside their head. Excuse me. And they'll put it inside their head, and then right away, oh, you know, and direct them, and then they'll hire a service to run someone out, and it's just part of them putting things together to railroad you. You know, why they do this, you know, I don't know. It's a business. It's an industry. They're not researching. They're not scanning. They're not collecting data. None of that shit. They're actually really targeting people to try to bring the population as low as, you know, so that way they can get down to Disneyland and be first, second in line. You know what I mean? You know, go down to Knott's Berry Farm. You know, not have to wait, not have to be stuck in traffic. You know, basically, you know, if you think about it, if you don't have patience, I mean, literally stay home. You got Uber Eats, entertainment, freaking, you know, find a hobby. You know, don't find a hobby in targeting people, you know, just because you're a mean asshole. You know, they made an industry of this because, check it out, if you think about it this way, you know, if they see, like, other industry, like say the CIA does this stuff or whatever, but they're on a higher level. Now, if you think about it, we're just regular people, and they're maybe, been, blessed to freaking, or whatever by some higher power of elitist, and say, hey, we pretty much own the backyard of America, so, why don't we clean up our backyard a little bit, we'll shove some money down here, no problem, or maybe they think they're freaking Anunnaki or gods or whatnot, or trying to become that by taking our past history and bringing it forward, or is it something that's passed on through those ancient families and stuff like that that actually was controlling mankind and faking them doing this God bit and distracting people? All they are is a big distraction, either way you cut it, and it either influences mankind, but as soon as they awaken you, they can either enlighten you by heightening you with these energies and heighten your senses and damage the brain by riddling it just to get you somewhere and then push you along to get somewhere. Sometimes there's things that were done in history in the past that were hidden that they'll feed off to people to get them to create technology to raise their power to a higher power, so that way they have all power. They have, the government and people and these elitists and these scientists have actually given the collider, which is on the dark side of the moon, which is CERN, and as well as HARP, to give them frequencies and power to move weather and trade winds and whatnot and what have you. The power to all they got to do is just hack an email to the Air Force, spray some chemtrails over such and such area, and they'll take an order and they'll get the printout on their computer and be like, all right, and then pass the buck, without actually getting a verbal initiation from a higher from the higher ups, and then HARP is literally computer operated. They go in through the computers, patch in there, and they adjust it or whatnot and do whatever. It's not manned. It's unmanned. And with the colliders, they're jamming shit off. They got that electromagnet running 24 hours, and it's creating that field up above it. And they're thinking, raise the spirits and stuff. Yeah, that's fine and dandy if that's where your mind's at, but it's not. It's furthest from the truth. No, you're helping an ancient society that's been, I'm not saying names or anything, but literally these societies are secret and stuff that know this knowledge and keep it within each other, and then they use it to have an advantage over mankind and an advantage over people that don't know. And I bet there's even people that are in these societies that don't really know everything, like movie stars. I guarantee they don't know shit. They just got a little patch. They think they got the secret decoder ring, which they don't. I know more, from my research and investigations that freaking would blow your mind, and you're like, holy shit, everything's a fucking hoax. They wrote all that shit just to fucking, just to control, and then you begin to think, you're going, oh wow, it is what it is, and all these spirit things and things extra, that you're thinking maybe there is extra, but I don't know that positive. But from what I've learned, these are humans doing things to humans, and they find us as a populace of either poor or blue collar, pretty much anybody, but they prey on us, and because what are we going to do? Even if we do find out, we don't have enough scratch if we could do something about it, and ain't nobody listening to us up in the higher echelons, government and whatnot. Not even the freaking politicians and our damn governors. They ain't listening to us. They're on drinking the Kool-Aid, But I'm sorry, I think I went a little bit further than that, But what I'm trying to say is that this is an industry like cattle, you know, and see, these guys will either send you to prison, send you to a mental hospital, you know, and feed you with pharmaceuticals, or send you to prison and make money off of you. Someone's making money off of that stock. There's got to be something out there. I mean, it takes, what, $800 to transport a prisoner on a bus, and then $2,000 for to transport, you know. And I hear they move prisoners back and forth all the time. You know, I mean, that's just raising the buck right there. And then plus you're funding freaking all the things that all the state run and everything like that. I mean, that's fine and dandy, but they're making an industry because we're a peaceful people. You know, as we noticed, you don't see no riots from us. You'll see Antifa, but, you know, not from us. And we're just sitting there back watching and going, wow, this is what's really going on. And I'm hoping that people will wake up and not just go, we're just going to just deal with it. You know, lose the rights and everything. We're just going to go with the flow. I mean, you know, it's like, I know there's control frequencies out there. I know it. And every time I talk to someone and I give them knowledge and they start yawning or they just start, I can tell with their eyes they start drifting. I'm an Aries. I can tell when someone's lying. I can tell when someone's drifting. You know, and it's just like, you know, you got to give them tidbits and stuff. But anyways, you like my third eye freaking, it's not a pyramid. It's just a spiral and stuff. And but I put that on there for my own little symbolism, even though I know it's not the third eye that gives us true wisdom, and it may enlighten us and may illuminate us, but it's the freaking, it's our roots. You know, I mean, we tap into that, and we tap into that too. It's like an AI. It's got to be an AI because technology, I mean, is that's what technology is all about. There's technology back then. We're far behind. You know, only because they put us behind, because in ancient times, they're levitating stone and doing this and that here and there. I mean, you know, and I guarantee on the top of that pyramid was this eye going, you know, like Lord of the Rings or something, I bet. But, anyways, I just wanted you to see, oh, jeez, see that meter? See, it's all magnetized. Oh, this is what I want you to check out, too. Oh, here we go. Alright, these are the, I took about the goggles because I'm going to put them in glasses. And that's what I had to take apart there. And there's the glasses right here. I mean, this is a nice piece of glass. I got to put it in here and shave it off. That's why I wear them as glasses, because goggles, they start fogging up, you know, and it's like, wow. And you can't see, and you got to put anti-fog in there. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. Alright, let's see. Alright, here's the glasses. See, they put moon metal in these goggles, which is good. You know, that's why they work so well. And these were like $40-something. Some 60. If you pay even 60 to even 80, it's worth it. I mean, here's another pair I got. This one has a little bit of weird stuff on the lens, but I don't care because you can't see it and it works well. But these are beautiful goggles. You know, if we become into an era where these chemtrails are so thick, it's probably best to have goggles and carry some anti-fog, but goggles, because you gotta understand, in the air is barium, it's radiation. They can ignite and you'll feel the radiation in your eyes. If they start watering if they're hitting it, if a burning sensation in your eyes, that's the barium and the radiation, and that's them firing it up, you know. But if you can find these on eBay, they're the Russian ones. I sent, but just in case they're like OCCP, whatever. These ones right here. Oh, USSR, you know, freaking. You see that? Army Special Purpose Protective Absorbing Goggles, OZP original. I highly suggest you get a pair. If you can convert them in a pair of glasses, do it. All you really have to do is groove the end, and then fit it in there, and take a little Dremel, with a little sandstone on it, and go to work, do some fine work. But yeah, the Moo Metal is perfect. NASA uses it for their highly sensitive equipment. The military uses it for highly sensitive equipment. And if they're using it for sensitive equipment, our brains are sensitive equipment. Use it. This is the 2-layer prototype I wanted to put together with brass. Because, I mean, when you're helping and doing something and making a difference, they amp it up. And I talk a lot of shit because I'm used to it, because that's how I tested my shielding, is by really pushing them. I mean, I pushed them to things that, if I wasn't confident in my shielding, they would have penetrated and then and got through, and I could have been dead, several times. They tried to give me a heart attack like numerous amounts of times, and every time it got better and better over time. And one time it took 2 days to recover. Another time, day and a half, and then all the way down to, it took me 15 minutes recently. And I haven't had one since, because this thing right here stops, because you have to use a semiconductor to redirect and attract. That's why I have these nets of copper wire that's grounded, so it will redirect the energy, and then it will flake off, and then little, gradual stuff will probably hit me, but I don't even feel it no more. And any little energy I feel, it ain't nothing, because I healed 3 years, 9 months. You can heal faster, because I've done all the work. This took me, it's been a process to learn what works and what is maximum, like the best, for people like me, best for heavy targets and stuff like that. This right here, keep you from choking, those gagging, throwing up. You guys seen my videos and stuff. And to any of you newcomers, go through my whole library, and really, everything I say is vital. Look in the comments. I leave a lot of information. I'll be building a Magneto Resurrection starting, I believe, next month. Pretty soon. It might take me, I think it takes them 3 weeks to put all north side on the countersunk in. And then I'll do videos through the steps, to show you guys. Every magnet on the helmet, 600 magnets, is vital. The helmet, there it is right there. It's Magneto Resurrection. And this one's grounded in 2 parts. So it has 2 plugs, going in the ground. So it's max drain. I was thinking about experimenting a little, and I don't know if it's going to make a difference. But, I don't feel the energy in it's like a cave. But even a cave is no good, because it raises the tempo inside a cave with their frequencies. But I was going to plug in some ground and then run a ground to these 2, and then really just maximize it. You can actually run these helmets just by magnets alone. They're that powerful, and it will heighten you as well. But if you want fucking to be left alone and you want some privacy, you jump in this thing with I got Sonic here. It's just a radiation glass with mica. I have mica behind the radiation glass inside here, and then on both sides, and then on Velcro so you can pull it out. And it's silent. I would hear multiple voices on the outside, but it's lower than that too. Lower than that, totally. And but I'm telling you what, this helmet is priceless. I'm telling you. I mean, if elitists these days, or someone at money, or if people were at that point when they're just punishing people, you know, I mean, literally, a rich man would give up his gold for this helmet if he knew what I know. You know, I believe I found the fountain of youth. Straight up. Look at it. I mean, I haven't even fucking aged. I think I even got younger here. Well, if I clean up a little bit. But I'm always wearing shielding. I don't mess around. I'm faithful to Magneto and its idealism, and just its healing and shielding. It's pretty tall. It was off weight, but the sideburns keep it balanced, so it doesn't go. And this helmet's badass. It cuts you off. It cuts them off, And I'm usually cool with it, but it's just sometimes you're just like you're not getting heightened whatsoever. When they hit you, you'll feel a little heat, but I mean, this helmet, yeah, it's gonna cost you because it's 2 layers Moo metal and this custom out, and it has brass in the inner shell. And I mean, I'll make a character out of your helmet and stuff, and I mean, you'll have Frankenstein here. I'll do a Batman there. I'll do a Spider-Man there, and then really give it a name and stuff like that. That way, every TI that orders one of these will have an original. And I'm telling you, these things are going to be in history one day. There's going to be some freaking futuristic people, dusting off freaking the ruins and finding these helmets and wonder, what were these used for? Wow. I wonder why I find these Magneto helmets. These magnets are in this, some archaeologists, and going, I wonder what they're used for. And watch it, it's going to be pretty badass. It'll be like, was it used for him? Or will they make it secret and put inside their heads something way off the wrong? Oh, it's some secret religion and this and that back in the day. You never know. I mean, just imagine. It's gonna be in some archaeology, in some museum, and question. That's pretty cool. Anyways, true shielding, will always be hammered by others, and especially the builder. Yeah, it's expensive. Material is seriously expensive. I'm not here to make money. This is giving me something to do, and it's helping people. And I mean, I got a whole bookload over there. Let's see if I can point it right there. That are full of testimonies. A lot of testimonies. People are getting healed. People are blessed. I'm blessed. You can be too. Join us. Freedom is amazing. My freedom.